So the title of this video is Relax, You Don't Even Exist. And that's right. We do not exist. And let me tell you why. When I sat in my meditation a couple of days ago, probably a week ago, I asked yet again that profound question, who am I? Just to kind of check in and to see if the answer is still the same as it was a couple of months ago, years ago. And the answer that came is you do not exist. You are the product of your own imagination. And then it goes on and it says, and other people you are interacting with, they do not exist either. And then it went on even further to say, and the people you're not interacting with, they do not exist either. They're all product of your own imagination. And that's really, really profound insight, I feel. So I dived deeply into it to see actually what is going on here. And if we look at our realities and our identities, we can really, really quickly conclude that we don't exist because we have adopted so many different identities, so many different realities, that at any moment in time we are different beings with different identities and different realities, and it constantly changes, it constantly fluctuates, it is never the same. This organism is never the same. Everything we see around us is never the same. Everything is always changing. So how do we know for certain what identity and what reality is who we truly are? So from that perspective, we can really quickly and accurately conclude that we don't exist. Because at this moment, I'm here connected to YouTube, talking to you as a spiritual teacher, mystic, visionary, however you like to see me, or perhaps nobody, that's fine. Maybe you might say you don't even exist, Anna, and that's probably the most correct answer. Well, in next moment, I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to, let's say, go and read a book or sit in meditation. Who am I then? So I'm going to swap and change my identities as I go along. And that's a really favorite ego game and ego play, swapping identities and making us believe that we are something that we are not. So for example, it might tell me right now, oh Anna, you're a spiritual teacher, oh my gosh, you're so important. Well, I know from my spiritual practices and connecting with the divine and connecting with my inner intuition that I'm actually nobody. I don't exist. I do exist as this divine being, but in this 3D reality, I do not exist, and neither do you. So let's say if you are presenting yourself, let's say you're a teacher, you are presenting yourself as a teacher. So while you're at school, you believe, because your ego tells you that you're a teacher. Then the school stops, you go to your sports club to play football, and then you think of yourself as a footballer. So now you're a footballer. Then you go to, I don't know, your church, and you pray with other people, and you consider yourself to be holy and enlightened. So now you're holy and enlightened. Then you go and see your friends, and then you are a good friend. Do you see where I'm going with this one? So our identities are creating our realities, and our ego has created so many identities for us, and is switching from one to another, making us believe that we are that identity, when in reality we are none of those identities. We are none of this reality that we are experiencing. And also, if for example I have 10 viewers viewing this video, all of these 10 people are going to see me in completely different way, in completely different kind of reality, depending on what kind of lens are they wearing, or even lenses. And those lenses, some of them we have inherited, and some of them we have created. Some of them we have inherited, and then we are maintaining it, certain beliefs, conditionings, programmings, cultural kind of growing up, also societal pressures. Then if you're a man and a woman, you're gonna have different identity and different kind of lens as well. So before you know it, I'm not wearing glasses, and maybe you are not wearing glasses. I do when I'm reading though. uh, it's like wearing this invisible, you see, Sanders, invisible glasses with so many lenses. You're looking at me, and straight away you're not seeing me for who I am at all. You are seeing me through those lenses of perceptions or judgments that you have about yourself firstly, and then you are projecting it outwards. That's why the message that I've got and people around you do not exist either is completely correct, because every person out there, I'm seeing them in a certain way, and then when somebody else sees them, they see them in completely different way. So they cannot possibly exist, because everything that's not everything, every structure that's unstable, every structure that's unstable is obviously collapsing. That means it is not real, it does not really exist. The only thing that exists is consciousness. Consciousness, even though consciousness always flows and always changes, consciousness is creation of everything. This divine light, source consciousness, cosmic mama, however you want to call it, that's the only thing in existence, this energy, frequency, that is real. And everything else that comes from it is a form. So consciousness is formless. Consciousness creates forms so it can experience itself through us. We are forms. This body is form. Once the body goes, form goes, obviously, because all forms are unstable. And ta-da, here we are, energy and frequency again. So we do not exist. Don't take yourself too seriously. Relax and see if you can uh, enjoy your life more without stressing and worrying. Who am I? You are a divine being. You are energy. You are frequency. You come directly from the source. You are part of it. You are divine yourself. And yeah, I do not exist, and neither do you.